Welcome back to Penumbra Beauty, and I'm doing my favourites for 2013. Now, I did try and narrow it down to say 13 products like a lot of people are doing. I just couldn't do that because it was a big year for me. So I was trying a lot of different products. But I have listed down all the products in the description box, and I will try and keep them in order. So if you wanted to try and skip through it, it should be in that order down below. Anyway, let's just get started. So I know it's going to be a little bit of rambling as I always do. So I'm just going to start out with face. So let's go for makeup. Okay, this one is a brand I hadn't tried before until 2013. It's It Cosmetics by Jamie Dern. Now this is the by Redness Corrector. Yeah, correcting cream or neutralizing cream. I got this at IMATS. I've actually used quite a bit of this, as you can see, since then. It's something I've pretty much used every day. I use it to try and neutralize the redness around my nose area, even sort of help with any sort of blemishes I have around my eyes, any uneven skin tone around my mouth area. And I love it because it blends really well with my foundation over or under it, and it doesn't sort of cake in my fine lines and also in my enlarged pores around here. So it's been a really good piece of makeup, so I was really happy with that one. As far as more of a drugstore low end, is this these concealers by Face of Australia. I'll put a link down below to the post. I've done 2 overviews of the products that I've had from this range, but they're just concealer sticks, so you just roll them up. I've got neutral and warm. I think there's a light as well in this one, but I just love them because they blend really well with my makeup. They last, they're nice and creamy, and I think good price point. Now these are actually made in Korea, so the Face of Australia brand, I'm not sure how available it is internationally, but they do make their products like in Spain, Taiwan, China, Australia and Korea. Now let's go over to, this is definitely a high-end product, but I had to mention it because I absolutely loved it to the last drop. This is the Hourglass Veil Mineral Primer, the oil-free one. I got this at Mecca Cosmetica, and it's definitely pricey. I'm going to try and hunt around when I next repurchase it, see if I can get a better price on it. But you can see I've tried to use it all up. I've just got to scrape it out. I mentioned this in my empties. I did end up getting a travel size and a little mini, or I suppose size in that. So I'm going to try and use these up, and then we'll see if I can get that one cheaper. But it's a good, well, really lovely primer. Gives a nice coverage to the skin. I can wear it on its own, I can wear it under my foundation, and I've just really been in love with that one as a primer. It's just the price point and that glass container is definitely a con for that one. Now foundation, I went all out mad in 2013. I really got back into trying different foundations. Like, I've never tried the Chanel. I tried the Chanel Aqua, I tried the Kevyn Aucoin Airbrush, the Sheer Glow, the matte, and the radiant one, and I just love them all. But really this one, which I got my Sephora haul, which I'll link down below, I just loved it the best, and I'm still using it. This is the 125 Sand. I just love the match for my skin tone. I love how it blends, I love how it lasts during the day, and the coverage that it gives as well without looking cakey. So I really have loved it. I won't go on too much about it. Anything you want to see an actual review on, please let me know down below. But that has been my all-out winner, and something that I would repurchase. I've just got to shop around for that one. Now as far as powders, I love my loose mineral powders. I'm a big fan of those, but I thought I'd try a couple of different pressed powders, but the one that I love the most was this one. This is the Rachel K CC Mineral Color Control. I just love the packaging on it as well. It's really classy. It's got a little mirror, but I love this too. It's got that sort of cover in there, which is good for pressed powders, which tend to sort of end up all over the place. So there's that. And you can see this is the medium. It's actually looks quite light, so this is like a peachy yellow, but it actually goes quite well with my skin tone. Good coverage, good lasting powder, great finish and feel. And I bought this online from Lisa D1's blog site. But you can also buy it from Rachel K and ship to Australia as well, I believe. And now let's skip over to, let's do some eye stuff there. Now 2013, I went again madness and trying different single shadows. I got a lot in different beauty sample boxes and also palettes, but I was really controlled and I picked one standout. This is the Illamasqua Eyeshadow Heroine. So just a nice light powder eyeshadow. I'll put a link down to the haul that I did from Maya, so I got this online. And it's just the reason I love it is because it's a good little color. When my hair was much lighter, I actually tried it as a brow powder. I use it in the crease, all over lid colour. Blends really well, lovely and smooth, not chalky. Good lasting power, but it's just a beautiful colour. It's just a really friendly colour for me, or for my skin tone, and I have just loved it. So it's one that I've sort of kept grabbing for since I've gotten it, so that's why it was my standout one. Okay, how could I forget cheeks? Now, I've got two, because the Too Faced, these are the chocolate Soleil, how do you say this? Hopefully that is showing up on camera. Those ones. And I think they have the dark chocolate packaging. I've just got the, put it around the right way, the gold packaging. I got one from Beauty Bay, and I'm not sure where I got the other one, but I have loved these since I have gotten them. So this is the chocolate one, which is, I suppose, is like your medium, and then the milk chocolate is like your light. Now, I love them for several reasons. One being obviously the coverage that you get and the colour. So they don't come off muddy or orange on my skin tone. But the chocolate I use more as a contour powder and a bronzer, depending on the look I'm going for. And the milk chocolate you can use as an all-over powder, just depending, and as a bronzer. But I also love the fact that they're not shimmery. So I prefer matte bronzers and matte contour powders. Just love them, love the consistency, coverage, and the smell as well. I mean, obviously chocolate, they do smell like chocolate, or they actually smell like drinking chocolate powder, you know, that sugary sweet scent. Oh, I love it. Or even like, remember chocolate erasers that you get as children, that sort of sweet chocolatey scent. It's not a full cocoa scent, but if you don't like that milk chocolate scent, you probably won't like the smell of those. Skipping over to blush. Can you believe I've only got one? And I was really hard about it, but it's Too Faced again. Hello, Too Faced. So this is the Full Bloom Ultra Flush in Cocoa Rose. I mean, I love the packaging. It's one that I travel with. It goes in my bag. I love the size of it. I love the consistency of the powder, and I also love the shade, of course, because it's a beautiful dusty pink. Which is what I love. It's just my favorite. Anything sort of slightly blue tone, more the dusty pinks, they're my favorites. I love the lasting power, the color, like I said, the finish, because it's matte. I prefer matte blushes, so that's sort of why it came out on top out of everything else. And I believe I got this at Maya from Kit Cosmetics in the city. Yeah. And of course, Hourglass again. I just feel so bad about having a lot of high-end stuff, but I have actually done my favorite drugstore products part 1, which I'll link down below, and I will be doing a part 2 as soon as I get a chance. And they're sort of all drugstore products, so ones you can get at chemists, drugstores, Kmart, Big W, my Priceline, things like that. So I do love a lot of ones that are my holy grail products that are drugstore. It just ended up in 2013. I was trying a whole lot of products and brands I wanted to try for ages. So this is the Ambient Lighting Powder in Mood Light, which is my favorite, because I use it, can use it on the contour, all over powder, finishing powder, highlight, eyeshadow, blush. There's a lavender sort of color. It's very light, and it's not shimmery. It just gives a light radiance to the skin. But I've got all 6 of these. I also like dim light, and I also have the limited edition palette, which has incandescent light, which is like the 7th color or shade. But they are winner. They're something I use every single day, whether it be over makeup or on its own. I just absolutely love those powders. Now let's skip over to, let's do some tools to break it up. Now, I love Real Technique brushes. For the longest time, in 2013, they were going to come out as my top brushes. I was going to pick one of them, but then I got this brush, which is the IT Cosmetics brush. I think it's the Jumbo Deluxe Powder Brush, and it's huge, from IMATS at PM Studios. So check out online, shop around. You can get them at QVC Shopping Network or something like that. But I call it my microphone brush for obvious reasons. Look at the size of it. But when I want a very light finish, like a slight airbrush finish, or like I'm using finishing powders, I hold it here just to give a light touch. If I want a more buffed finish with my mineral powders, I can hold it down here, like, as if I'm using a kabuki. I love the weight of it. It's not heavy. I love how it washes and dries and keeps its shape. I love how dense it is for my mineral powders, the feel of it, and sort of how it's milled and everything. So I love that brush, and I really want to get some more of those. And a definite high end is this Wayne Goss brush number 2, and this is one I use for like highlight under the eyes, for contour, for blush, eyeshadow. So I use it all over, which is why I picked it, even though I haven't had it that long in 2013. But a different standout brush. I was going to pick the Hakuhoru one, which is pretty much identical, but this washed up better. So I will be doing an overview of all the Wayne Goss brushes, sorry about it, that I have. I have all of them so far, unless he comes out with another limited edition one. And let's skip over to some skincare. I have to mention this because I went through about 4 of these, or 5. I've got them all over the place. The Burt's Bees Cuticle Lemon Butter Cream. Love this stuff. This is an empty one, but it looks like lemon butter, smells like lemon butter. Use it on my cuticles as a hand cream, even on my elbows. Wonderful, wonderful product. As much as I love the Mugu products, which I tried in 2013, I'll link down the post down below. I had to go for this one. This is another Australian brand, Remedica Australia. This is the Shea Body Nut Butter, and I'll put a link down to the review that I did on this. I've actually just squashed the product up around the sides just to sort of for this video, but it's pretty much finished and a bit munted, so I won't scare you by showing it. But it was a beautiful body butter, beautiful smell, the consistency, the effects of it. But again, read that post, watch the post down below. So I don't want to waste too much time going over that. As far as a tool, I definitely love all the, like I got the Clairsonic Mia 2, I got the VS Cell Sassoon Curl Secret, and the Cloud 9 hair straightener, and I'll link the post that I've done on those down below if you want to check that out. Definite highlights. But the tool that I picked, apart from the brushes, was actually this. It's a sponge. This is the Q Konjac. You can see that. These are natural fiber sponges, and a lot of them are infused with different ingredients depending on what you want to achieve. So this one, which has natural French green clays for normal to oily combination skin. I gave a lot away to friends for presents, so some are for blemish skin, some for maturing skin. This one, which I'm using at the moment, is the charcoal infused one, and this is more for your blemish, you know, acne prone skin. And I'm using it for areas like my back and that I've sort of been flaring up, and it's been really good. So what happens when it's damp, or when it's just, or in its bagged state, it's all nice and puffy and soft like a normal sponge. And when it's dry, which is how you're supposed to store it, it goes like this, nice and hard. So you don't leave it in your shower, because otherwise it'll go a bit gunky and probably start to break down. What you do is sort of hang it up, let it aerate in a nice sort of dry environment. So yeah, not in direct sunlight and not in a humid bathroom. And then what you do, as soon as you put it in water, it gets soft. Within seconds, it's super velvet soft. So it's great for sensitive skin if you're using it on your face, and for all over the body as well. And different ways you can sterilize it. Read on the website. I won't go into much about it. But it's also biodegradable. So when I'm finished with the sponges, I'm giving them to my friend who has a compost heap. So I love that. But I'll put a link down to, I think, Lime Crime, or I'll put the names of the products down below, and you can sort of read a little bit about them. But they're also good to help balance your pH, you know, like stuff that can affect like a lot of your makeup or skincare or products as well, neutralizes any acids in that. Again, you can read which ones would be suitable for you. But also I love this range, because I got one for my son. There's the baby sponges that they have. Now he's very fussy, he's very quite sensitive skin, he has eczema and that, and he doesn't like things being rubbed on his skin, like face cloths and all the like, when we're trying to bathe them. But when I got the little baby one, it's a little rectangle shaped one, he actually started to use it on himself, because it is velvet smooth. So he's using it on his face to wash it, and his hair and everything, and that's a big deal for him and a big deal for us. So I love that as well. This is something I got on TBS, and this is the Skin Dimitri James Plaza Flawless Finish. What a mouthful. This is actually, if you can see it, looks white. It's like a gel consistency, but once you pat it on over your foundation, even you don't have to have foundation on, it's clear, so it's transparent. The idea behind it is that it sort of helps cut down your shine, or kind of like soak it up. I've actually got some of it on at the moment, just a light smattering on. You just get your sponge and lightly dab it over there just to cut out that shine. So it's like your finishing powders like your HD powders, but it doesn't give that sort of white glow to the skin that some might do. You know, when it catches you in the bad light or under flash and that like that, which is what I like for it. And again, if you've got no makeup on or even just a BB cream, you can just pat this over the top. And I like to have it in my bag. I've actually got the, I forget the name of it, Malloy. I'll put it up here. I actually got one on eBay. It's exactly the same. I wanted to compare it, but it is exactly the same product as this. Meaning it's exactly the same idea behind it, consistency. The only thing I don't like about either of them is the packaging. This is just too bulky to travel around with. It's been annoying actually, and it sort of gets stuck. You know, it's something you can't just whip out quickly and use. It looks very fancy. Again, it's along those decadent sort of lines, but it's an unnecessary bulky packaging. So there's a real down point to it, and maybe a valid lips and eyes. Hello lips. This had to get a mention. The Mugu Strawberry Tinted Lip Balm. Love this stuff because it's natural. The colouring in it, which gives it that sort of reddy brown colour, is with beet, and it has strawberry fragrance or oil in it, but it doesn't taste like strawberry. It tastes like, actually really taste so much. It smells like, you know, toffee caramels. That's what it's called, where there's caramel in it. It's got all the sweet almond oil, jojoba oil in it, etc. Really good. A nourishing, hydrating lip balm, and it gives a beautiful rosy, like a brown rosy tint to the lips, which I love. I love that. It's about $5-6. So as a high-end product, I have a lot of the Saint range in Lipstick Queen, and I've got them from lots of different sites. You can get it at Kit, Make It Cosmetica, online. But this is the Pinky Nude, is my absolute favourite. I've just picked one. I was very restrained, but I love this because it's a great everyday colour. They have a sheer finish, but they're very hydrating. And this just, I can mix it with other colours, but it's a beautiful, beautiful colour. It's my favourite one out of them. So I've got a couple of this one. And as far as a lipstick, more of your drugstore one, this is the Revlon. Let me just Colour Burst. I've got a couple of backups of this one. It's the Pink Truffle was my favourite. But I love that they're shared too. I've quite a few of them, and I just love the finish. They don't have great staying power, I have to be honest. There's the Pink Truffle there, a little bit browner in tone, plummy colour, but they just feel great, they look great, and I don't mind reapplying my lipsticks during the day. It's just, that's just how I am. I like reapplying them. I like the whole fanfare, getting out your cosmetic, applying it. I love the packaging and the look of these products, and they're light too. I picked a lip gloss though, and this is by Essence Cosmetics, a great brand, you know, good quality, great price point. And this is in their Stay With Me lip gloss range in the colour Deep Rose. Just love it because it's a nice sort of blue tone pink with a radiant sort of finish to it. You can see it there. And it's one that goes over all my matte lipsticks, and it's just a great price point. I think they're about $3.50, $3.95. Really great cosmetic range. And then I've got two products for the eyes. Now these are definite high end, but I have loved them. I think they're worth the money in the fact that I've paid the high price for them, but the products look great, they do what they're supposed to, and the fact that I use them every day, so that they're getting their money's worth, even if I would prefer that they cost cheaper. The first one is the Hourglass Arch Eyebrow Pencil. It's actually the Duro end, so you've got one that has the spoolie and the other that has the actual product. So you've got that angled, waxy finish eyebrow. I lost the lid pencil. So I'll just do it there. This is the soft brunette. There's three colours, but you can obviously darken it up. So it's a taupey brown, but there's dark brunette. I have that one, and I also have blonde. So just depending, because I did so many different things with my hair. I love all of them, but the soft brunette I think works the best for me. And although my eyebrows, I still need to work on the shape and trying to do something with them. They're better than what they were, let's face it, but there's still a way to go. But I just love how it's got that waxy finish. It lasts during the day, blends really well. I love the look of it, the feel of it. I love these dual end, and of course you can get cheaper ones similar to that, but that's the one that I find I like the best, and I really do use it a lot. The next thing is a mascara. Now I love Essence, Face Up Australia, BYS mascaras, CoverGirl, Revlon, etc., but I picked one that I repurchased and one that I absolutely loved till the very last drop, and it's this one. It's the Kevyn Aucoin, the Volume Mascara, and I love the wand, so I love everything about it, which is why I picked it. Love it's very slimline, so you can get nice and close to the lash, especially when I'm wearing false eyelashes. Can work it up so you can get your volume. You also get good length, so I actually get volume and length from this product. It didn't get flaky or dry when I, after say 6 weeks or something, and normally about 6 or 7 weeks is when I will, get rid of the product. It was good to the last drop, even though it's very pricey, and I've got the black one. I repurchased it from Strawberry Net just to see, because it was a bit cheaper there, and the box, the packaging, the product all seemed exactly the same as the, I suppose, shop bought one. So, great. And that's this one. What else? Didn't have any sensitivity. I wear contacts, and it didn't flake, which is the big thing obviously for me. It didn't sort of flake. I didn't end up with panda eyes. Didn't sort of crump on me. Didn't clump up. So this is only 5 grams, but I really get the most out of it. I have so many mascaras, I don't need a lot of gram or volume for the actual thing when I'm going to use it within the 6 to 8 weeks, normally 6 weeks before it starts to actually dry out. But this just kept consistent product, so all of the factors that I liked, except it's just that price point. But I like the fact that it's not bulky if you want to travel with it or store it. Anyway, that's it. And just a random thing that I wanted to mention as a favourite for 2013, it definitely has to be this. I got a couple of books from Typo. It's the style Bible, so you can put blogs, magazines, and whatever. This is a wine snob book though. You can put your reviews in that for your different wines and that, obviously to go with my other channel, which is the Sparkling in a Coupe. But yeah, I just love it. For those people that still love the old-fashioned pen and paper, because I'm not a huge fan of making notes on my iPad and my iPhone, even though it's very, very handy. I love this sort of thing as well, just the pen and paper. And that's something that I really loved last year, 2013. So guys, thanks for joining me for my favorites. I hope I didn't talk too long, but I think I have. But take care and enjoy 2014.